Hi folks, Fuzz here, welcome back to Dragon Quest XI, and in the last episode, standalone episode, we did some exploring around Sniffelheim since we've unfrozen the city now, or thawed it, I suppose is the proper terminology there, and we then made our way over to this new location, Viking Hideaway. We have seen it on the map over the past few episodes, but we've not been able to access it until now. So we're going to do a little bit of exploring here, complete a quest hopefully, and we're also due in this episode, the plan is anyway, to get the final crossbow target for the Sniffelheim region as well, since we actually got the first 4 of those some time ago, but haven't been able to get the last one, at least not at that time, so hopefully now we'll be able to. Right then, so we're picking up from the save point here, literally as soon as we disembark at the hideout, and we're just going to head over here to the eastern part of where we land, and there's a couple of barrels we can go ahead and break, one of which contains an all-important mini medal. There we go. So it would be the second of the 2, of course. It's usually the way. Hey, get a accolade as well for finding 50. You might have actually got that previously. It's possible that I might have missed one previously. I'm going to have to go back and hunt for it. But I'm not worried about that right now. Anyway, let's continue north at this point. And you can see that the path once again is going to cut off here. And you can see as well there's even more barrels to break. So pirates do love their barrels, don't they? And apparently they're pink pearls as well. And what we're going to do now is just make our way through the double doors here. We can chat to some of the NPCs if we wish to do so, such as this one here. So he'll give us a bit of information, but doesn't really have a whole lot, unfortunately. Okay, chat to this guy as well. And once again, he doesn't have a huge amount of info to tell us. So I just explored the treasure pile there. Quite fun to run across, but nothing to loot from it, unfortunately. So what we're going to do now, more treasure piles here. It's interesting, we'll help ourselves into people's houses, won't we? And just steal all their hard-earned savings. But all that excess treasure, nah, we won't touch that. That belongs to the pirates. So let's go ahead, and if we go north here, we'll come back outside. So here's a couple of sparklies we can go ahead and nab while we're out here. Starting over this side. So we'll pick that up. That one is a piece of mithril ore. And now we're going to head over to the east, as you can imagine. There is another sparkly point located over there. But before we go over to that side, let's just jump down this well. So obviously this wasn't showing on the map. We can head down for another sparkly point. Let me just check exactly which side that's on. There's also an inn if you want to stay there. Okay, nothing up the northern corridor. Northern tunnel, passage, whatever you want to call it. But down the eastern one, there is some Brighton rock. Okay, so now we can head back up to the surface. Unless you always want to stay down some dusty old well, then you have the option thanks to the bed that's been kept down here. And actually, it's in this location we're going to be grabbing that final crossbow target that I mentioned to you earlier on as well. So let's make our way over there next. And let me just bring that up on the map once more. Okay, right in the corner then is where we need to be. Yep, can just about see it there. Okay, and the crossbow target is located just there. So that's all of them. All 5 crossbow targets. In fact, we can actually make our way now down here. In fact, let me just pause the video a moment. Okay, the person or the NPC that we need to speak to is actually in the same location as the items we just looted, so the northern part of this little area here, and we can speak to this one and get our reward for the 5 crossbow targets. Hopefully you got the other 4, but check back a few videos ago if you haven't, where I'll show you how to get those. And 4 seeds of skill is our reward for doing those, which is not too shabby at all. Okay, so we've got some information about the missing pirate dude. the guy we spoke to in there told us a little bit, but not a whole lot. So what we're going to do now is go to the hero, in my case Fuzz, go to zoom, and we're going to zoom over to, I'll find it, there it is, the Strand. So this is where we had the mermaid subplot, oh, some time ago now actually, but just as a point of reference for you there. And once you're on the ship, you want to take the stallion all the way north, and this will bring you back to Insula Borealis, I believe it's called, which is where we want to be. So it's a bit of a journey. You're going to have to obviously face off against various random enemy encounters. Interestingly, I just fought off against the creature called the King Squid, which I've not seen before, but that completes my best streak for the open sea area. So just in case you were missing that also, then just be aware that you can go ahead and do that. Right then, so this is the map for the island that we're on, Insula, as I say, Borealis, I think it's called. Borealis, something like that. What we want to do now is go to the edge, over at the eastern part of the island, and we're going to be looking for the missing dude. So you can go ahead and just jump over any obstacles that are in the way. Grab any sparklies that might have respawned since your last visit, and here he is, just fishing, chilling here. And this is the Viking indeed. Okay, so he's going to hopefully give us the Scruffy Urchin quest item. And it looks like he's going to do so. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so with that in our hand, all we need to do now is obviously just make our way back to Sniffelheim, and we don't want to go ahead and, you know, sail all the way back there since it's a bit of a journey. So we'll just go ahead instead and use the good old trusty zoom spell. Oh, one thing I was missing was one enemy on this island. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm trying to complete my bestial now as I go around certain places, and I completely forgot to do so, which means another trip back for me at some point in the future in order to do that. Now, just in case you've forgotten for whatever reason to hand this quest in, we're going to be heading to the quest giver who's located in the item shop. Sure you guys remembered that already? But hey, it doesn't hurt bear repeating some of these statements at times, does it? Some of these facts. And you can see the nice purple dot leading us in the right direction anyway. Okay, and if I remember, it's upstairs. Has been a few episodes, so a few days for me actually since the last episode was recorded. But not long enough to forget this. And we get our pirate's hat reward. And more importantly, another quest completed. So the Viking Hoard is done. Can be ticked off the list, so to speak. And guys, as far as I'm aware, let me know in the comment section if I'm mistaken, but I think that covers save. So yes, we'll probably be back later on, but for the time being, I think we've done everything we can do. We've done both quests that were available. We've looted the place. We've done the crossbow targets in both areas. That was 10 targets in total. So I think we're actually, at this point, ready to move on to the next part of the story. And that's going to involve heading over, first of all, to Arborea, as we make our way, ultimately, of course, to the good old world tree, which I'm really looking forward to. So I would recommend saving, of course. So what I'm going to do here, and we'll pick up from this location then next time, is head over to the Snaerfelt campsite. And that's where we're going to go save our game, ready to pick up in the future. So thanks for joining me today, guys. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and do come back soon for more Dragon Quest XI. So this was technically side quest content, but obviously next time we're going to be picking up with the actual walkthrough itself, the main part of the story walkthrough, and then people that don't really care about the side quest content can join us for that as well. Alright everyone, take care. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.